You've tuned in to the Top 10 Gardener with garden expert Ken Lain. Join him daily as he answers timely garden questions that are sure to make a difference in your gardens. Now, welcome your host, Ken Lain.
And we are back with Lisa Lain in the studio. We give this entire segment, I'd give the whole show to you. I'd love to share this little booth with you, my favorite gal, for the entire hour if I could. But we give her this segment specifically so I could rope her into coming in and
I don't
sharing.
have enough words to do the whole.
Can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes. I
Not
like
for
talking.
you.
My mom gave me a Mr. Microphone when I was a kid, and I've liked one ever since.
That is
and
true.
The more people that are tuned in, the bigger the audience, the more power. It's a sickness, actually. Most people, their number one fear is death. But what trumps that is even, I can't say Trump anymore. What's even more frightful is speaking in front of audiences or people. Mm-hmm. No, I like that.
You are a great speaker, and
Thank you.
You love words and you love to use words.
I like to play with.
Whether
I study
you're
words.
Writing, whether you're speaking.
You know, as a kid, I really liked encyclopedias. You know, we had that Britannica. They bought us one of those, and I would just go through, sit down the hallway, which where it was, turn the light on, and just thumb through it and learn stuff. And then I really, really liked dictionaries.
Oh, yeah.
I love thesaurus if you really get into it. But what does a word mean? Where does it come from? How to use it? I still get an app that tells me a word a day, which is a freaky new word. And where it came from is from the Middle Ages, from 1642. It came from the French, Latin, or Greek, whatever.
It's crazy.
I like studying that.
I do too.
And how to use them.
I've always liked dictionaries and encyclopedias, but I guess kids nowadays, they just do it on their phone.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Now they got apps. They go, I want to learn German. It goes, okay, here's a word in German today. Do this.
There you go.
It's actually easier today than ever before, but you don't get that feel of that heavy encyclopedia pictures.
Plus, I think we just got, we had 3 channels, ABC, NBC, and CBS, and you just didn't have all the other sources coming at you that kids today have. Yeah. So you could spend 30 minutes, an hour on the floor with a dictionary.
I heard a stat today, I think on NPR or something, that said the average child, I think Gen Z or Y, or whatever they are today, whatever the under,
we're out of
teenage alphabet. And they've been tucked in, they've been plugged in so much. They've never gone without technology. On average, they spend over 6 hours a day on screen time. That could be a phone, could be a TV, could be a
computer,
an iPad or whatever. But 6 hours, is that a long time or is it not? I don't know. Seems like a long time.
I don't think we even did that on a Saturday morning when we could watch all the cartoons.
Your brain will rot if you sit there, and you'll lose you'll need glasses if you watch a TV too long. There's some things
that's
not true.
Days.
Oh my gosh, what our parents did to us.
They did. But we have to can't be Luddites. Times are a changing.
Right.
And the only thing we can do is help our kids adjust to that.
You know what I think we should do?
Garden more.
We should all garden more. That's right.
Ken's answered everything.
That's right.
Garden more, which isn't bad. Oh, it's great. Get your kids out there and have them, your grandkids, your kids.
You want to connect with the next generation?
Yeah.
Garden with them. They are into it. And go archaeology, rocks, looking for lizards. Just that's all being outdoors.
Yeah.
It's great.
I agree. So speaking of being outdoors, as I've said before, I walk the neighborhoods a lot. So I'm out seeing a lot of people's houses, and I'm just seeing something. Our neighborhood is maybe 25 years old.
It's developed. There's no more infield kind of homes. It's all built out.
And some of the homes have been there, I'd probably say 25, maybe 30 years.
Yeah, ours is a 2002 is when ours was built, something like that. So 2000s and on.
Right. But some of these homes have never changed their landscaping in the whole time that they've been there. And I think it is so worthwhile to take a fresh look at your house and go, man, nobody uses railroad timbers anymore. Don't use those. Get them out of your yard.
You can't use them. They don't make them anymore. Get rid of them and replace them with block or something.
Because by now, most of them are falling apart. They look dated. They look bad. They make your house look dated.
Yeah.
There's some things like that that you just kind of go, "Ew, just take care of that." The other thing I see a lot of is a tree that's just either ugly. I
Yeah.
mean, it is ugly. There's nothing you're going to do to make this tree pretty. And it's just sitting there in the yard. It's either half dead or it's just kind of really struggled. It's just not a beautiful tree.
A chainsaw for Christmas. That's
Yes.
going to be your friend.
And I think some of it, it's that whole we don't see it because we see it every day. That's why I think sometimes just taking a fresh look at your house or standing out front and taking a picture and then looking at the picture of it can show you a lot. But I see a lot of really
or just talk to Lisa. She's walking the dogs in front of your house. No,
I'll be happy.
We're not talking about our neighbors.
No.
Just our neighborhood.
I'll be happy to tell you what to do here. But just get rid of those really ugly dead trees. They don't need to be there. They don't bring anything to the yard. They're just bleh.
One that gets me is old overgrown roses. They're way too big, gnarly, big old, and then way overgrown Russian sage.
Yeah.
This big purpley thing. It becomes a weed after a while. They need to be replaced every 7-10 years or so. You need to remodel more often.
You know what else I see a lot of is like ground covered junipers.
Yeah.
That have half of it's died off, or it's just overgrown. Really, nobody's paid attention to it for 10 years. Watered or fertilized it, and you just look at it and go, ooh, do something with that. And
at a friend of mine at Rotary or someplace this week, a friend of mine, I forget where, this really close friend, said, "Oh, my junipers are too large. I want to cut them. I want to get them back to size. If they were in front of their house, they're now blocking the front entrance. They're maybe chest high. They want them down to hip high or a little lower. Can I do that?" I went, "I don't think so, but because once you cut them back that much, they get real woody and twiggy, and you can see the inside, and they just look butchered." Yeah. And juniper, they don't recover at that point. No, really, you need to start over and put a new set, get another 20 years. I think they'd said they'd been in for 20 years. Anyway,
definitely time to start over sometimes. The other thing I see a lot of, especially right now, is just weeds still in the yard. I mean, now is a great time to take care of them, whether you yank them out, just get them under control. Also put in some weed and grass stopper. Get that down so that prevents the seeds from germinating. You don't get all that seed growing up. I get it. It's exhausting to get out there in your yard sometime, or you just don't have time. But if you can do things that are preventative, like the weed and grass stopper, that stuff is amazing. If you use it correctly and properly, I mean, we rarely pull weeds out of our yard.
Because we're putting it down before the weeds come up. So you're putting down weed and grass stopper. I mean, I will pay almost any amount for product if it prevents me from having to work out there. I don't have to hire someone to do it for me. I can do it myself. And weed and grass stopper is one of those. It's granular. You spread it out there, and it will get rid of foxtail and dandelion. Those are the two big winter weeds. They are starting to come up, or they will be up the next snow or rain event. You're going to have those two weeds because they love the winter. And so they're nasty weeds that you can't just spray now. Now you have to physically pull them to get them out because it's winter. Sprays don't work. And so in the summer, that you put it down again right at the rains, it'll keep tumbleweed and horehound and goat head. It's a nasty one. Keep them from coming up. You just won't have weeds.
Save yourself a ton of work, and it just makes your yard look so much nicer. Makes your neighbors happier. We all want that.
I don't know about that.
It does, because they're not looking at the weeds.
If we're your neighbors, makes us happier. Yes,
our neighbors are very good.
We got great neighbors.
The other thing I see a lot of, which really dates a yard, is the whiskey barrels. Remember when whiskey barrels, the wood barrels were
still
huge?
Popular, huh?
My goodness, there are some beautiful ceramic pots that you can put in. They take the winters, and they take 10 years off your home. And they're just so pretty and colorful out there. I highly recommend doing that. The other thing is ugly garden art.
Okay, now we're getting subjective. Here we go.
I mean, some people, they put a banner out 10 years ago, and it's still there. It's all faded. Half of it's blown away, or they put out some cute little squirrel out there, and now that squirrel has no face because it's all
melting in there with age. Another one is silk flowers are turning blue. That's
a definite indication.
That brings your house down, and it describes your taste. You got to be careful with that one. So
are you talking about me?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so It's okay
Now
to
that we've
remodel.
offended everybody.
Yeah, so it's okay to remodel. I think we need to remodel more
We do.
often
Take a
our
look.
landscapes to get rid of. You got $1 million house now,
Right.
and you got this ugly looking tree. It's time to redo it.
Yeah.
Ken and Lisa Lain, the Mountain Gardeners. Be right back after. Hey, Ken here at Waters Garden Center, and our camellias are confused. They're a winter blooming evergreen shrub. They get up about, I don't know, chest high or so. But take a look. This one, the white ones, this comes in white. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, does that smell good? It does. I've grown this as a hedge, kind of a hip-high hedge, in more of a shaded area. It'll take some sun, but it appreciates some afternoon shade in the peak of summer. Comes in red, like this color. Comes in a pinky kind of, there we go. It's called April Remembrance Ice Angel. Now, for you folks from California, you're famous for your camellias there. Most of those are tropical. They won't grow up here at this altitude. And so they get too cold. These, the Ice Angel series, are magnificent. They are bulletproof. I've taken them down to, what is that, -5 or 8 degrees. It was cold. They were still evergreen and they still bloomed starting February right through there. But camellias, you can grow them here in Arizona. And this is the series, Ice Angel series, for your yard.
You're listening to garden expert Ken Lain, owner of Waters Garden Center in Prescott. Look for more tips, tricks, and garden shortcuts through Ken's website. Additional shows of this podcast, read his weekly garden column, or follow him on Facebook, Instagram at watersgardencenter.com. That's Waters with 2 T's, gardencenter.com.